Good morning, everyone. Listen to how clear this beautiful new microphone sounds. Good afternoon, good evening to everybody else. We have made it all the way to Tuesday, so we're just 2 days in. But I'm happy to have all this new gear. It looks better, sounds better, and now we can up the quality of the stream and try to give you guys a better experience. What's up, Jordan? Good morning. Boba, Discipline. How's it going? Everything sound good? I know the camera looks way better. Oh, I sound quiet? Is that better? I turned up the gain just a little bit more. Really, it's coming through muffled. That's better. Really, I'm surprised it's quiet. If I turn up the gain anymore, it's going to get the computer fan. Sounds good? Sweet. I know it sounds way better than the headset mic. Really? I'm surprised. All right, I got to get to everybody. Okay. Good morning, Ascended, Snacks, Scott, Adam, Fernurky, Justin, the other Justin, Snacks, Davin, Scott. I already said Scott, I think. David, Adam, Michael, Chris. What's up? Good morning. Yeah, I can turn down the intro music because I've got that pretty loud. So you got it. Okay, sounds better. Sweet. And I know this sounds way, way, way more clear than the headset mic. I'm super happy about it. You guys traded anything this morning? You done anything? Just waking up? I've been waking up and taking a shower every morning just to wake up a little bit because I'm not a morning person in any way. And that kind of wakes me up a little bit for the stream. This camera looks way, way, way better. Not much moving. Yeah, I see one gainer up 155%. I'm not sure if that's actually a gainer, though. We'll get into it in just a second. I got to do like product placement to the side now for the Powerade because the mic's right in front of me. But we can switch over to the screen share and see what's happening so far. Yeah, KRBP had news. Okay, that's up 150%. AIKI reverse split. Okay. Let me do something real quick. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, Broda. Good morning. So, yeah, we got KRBP as the top gainer, 150%. So, let me look at the news for that. Significantly expands gamma delta T cell product pipeline with new sponsored research agreement. So that's the news there. In vivo data enables 3 new IND applications to evaluate companies' gamma, blah, blah, blah. The rest of that, I'm not going to read it. Mildly fluffy. Yeah, I would think people want something to hit, especially with that big conference over the weekend, and we really didn't get much out of it. But that's the gainer. BCAN's second top gainer, 32%. Looks like it had a random spike from literally $4 to $11 and then back down to $6.50. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say this doesn't have news. It does not. So now we go back and look through kind of yesterday's action. I didn't trade one bit yesterday. I saw the action in the morning and I was like, nope, not interested in this at all. So AERC was a trappy one all day into after hours, now down this morning. This could be a hammer candle candidate this morning if it sets up, because the closing price was right around here. So it went up in after hours. Now it's sold back off in after hours, but it easily could come down, hammer off the 4 range, the 410, 420 range, and push back up some more today. I didn't see the news on that. Was there news yesterday? Yeah, it came out after I had already left. FDA clearance for their air hygiene technology. So, decent, I guess. Besides that, what else did I put on my list? BKSY. It's just kind of one that I've been watching on the daily. It had a pullback yesterday, but held over the 9. So today is the make or break day, I think, for the daily. So it's going to need to either have a big green to match here, or it's just going to keep falling down. So BKSY kind of on its final leg. The almighty red box. The daily's still set up big time. We could have this candle. We could have this candle. We could just still trade sideways here, but the play is still in play. The setup is still there. Did I miss anything? Monkeypox play, Siga. You're holding. You're back holding. Okay. Let me look. That's on my list, though. Siga is on my list. Holding the 1050 level right now. Daily. See, I had this drawn yesterday, and the daily broke below this level. That doesn't mean it's dead, but the overall pattern that I had drawn, at least, the ascending triangle, has broken below. You would, and it's weird to say this, but you would want to see something negative, monkeypox related, to come out to save this. Because now it's getting to the point where it's kind of broken the trend. It fell to 1350 multiple times. It could still bounce, absolutely, but I think it might need a little shove up to this level again with a PR of either them PRing or monkeypox, something fresh coming out. So that's that. HLBZ. Continuation. It run yesterday. I didn't even see it. Oh, I had news after hours yesterday, so let's look. HLBZ. Okay, so their CEO purchased shares. 2 million shares for $2 million. So I mean, that's around $1 per share. It doesn't really say. But yeah, it's coming down to about where it started. Let me look on the 5. HLBZ in the past I've noticed has been a pop and dropper. Because this thing was like $10, $15, I think, right? Yeah. Because they would keep getting news. They got like Amazon news. They would get like Fox deals, all these big name deals that sounded amazing, but then ended up not being at all. So, but yeah, I mean, $1 is going to be big for it to hold. I think that's probably a key level. But for the CEO, I mean, to only buy 2 million shares, I'm not sure exactly what the float is here. But if the CEO, I mean, I guess 6% of common stock, so that's not terrible. Let me start with some music. Completely forgot. There we go. A little background jam too. So, yeah, I mean, he bought 6% more of the company. That sounds decent. That's not bad. So that kind of says that he believes in it to some way. When I see something like that. Yeah, this was a pumped one for sure, Broda. He bought it 99 cents. Okay. MW, new mic looks fancy, alien, rebreather. Yeah, absolutely. And I could actually put an effect on it where it has this breathing effect or moves, but I figured I would go with my Mullins Momentum blue type color. But yeah, it's the HyperX Quadcast S is what I got. It was like $100, $115. So it didn't go crazy for the mic. It's a USB mic, but I mean, I put it on a boom arm, and it sounds amazing, I think. Appreciate it. Still doing the job for sure. Hey, Red One. Oh, okay. Not good morning then. I see how it is. Anything else? Let me go down this list. I kind of got off on a tangent. VTNR. Oil play. Daily breakout. Like to the moon here. Even yesterday it had a red day. It hammered almost back to high. So just watch it over these yearly highs. 1715. Let me turn off extended hours. Yeah, that looks way better. Yeah, so just you got to watch over this level that is a 52-week high. That's it. Hey, making sales. Good morning. Oh, were you Red One? Oh, are they? Actually, never paid attention to that. So, did they do like the carbon capture thing as well? Maybe that's why they've been on such a tear. That's funny. Bentley Coupe Polo won't be trading until I see low floats on the gainer board. I mean, that's fair. Definitely, you could definitely avoid small caps in general until you see that. And I used to preach all the time the 100% runner in pre-market. I don't think KRBP really counts. I mean, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. Because it was only, it was 30 cents, and in 2 candles it went to 80. So is that really a 200% run? Not really. Oh my gosh. You gave me one song before you add. Anywho. Recycled diesel. Okay. All right, sweet. AERC. Yeah. That looked interesting. That looked very trappy, but trappy day 1 moves are what leads to big day 2, day 3 moves. So the first day is usually ugly action, and I'm like, dang, I don't want to trade this. This was shit yesterday. And then the next day, it's just straight up, just the perfect play. So Is what it is. We'll figure out if that's the case on this one. Yeah, it could set up. T2, absolutely. Look at that daily. It's ridiculous. AC, what's up? Good morning. What's the earliest time that someone on the stream is watching right now? I know Texas, it's 7:18. Hey, Bofo. What's up? Yeah, I'm officially doxxed. I've been doxxed. This is the 4th week now, so we are officially doxxed. It's all good. Float rotated 15 times. See, that's good. You want to see the high volume, and along with the high volume, you see the price go higher. You didn't see just this nonsense in this level of 100 million volume trading in a 20-cent range. You don't want to see that. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. We're here every morning now, so you're very welcome. Pop on in. You like it? Okay. AC? Yeah, I think the mic sounds way, way, way better. Doesn't sound like I'm on Modern Warfare 2 game chat, you know, before the next game, yelling at the other kids. Yeah, EFOI is on my list too. Did that run the full 100%? I think it's more, yeah, it didn't really run 100%. So it's more of like a 3-bar type setup. It's not an actual like T2, but that's, I mean, we were talking about that yesterday. This could set up right in here. I think I said that word for word, and it did. Literally set up right inside the inside bar. Renewable biodiesel. Okay, that's good. That's something you want to see along with oil. They're trying to push into the future. So yeah, that's good. You would want to see today. I mean, it could still trade in here, but you want to see today at least go over this body of 165. That was the close from 2 days ago now. Still in play, absolutely. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So let me continue down the list of the memes. Memes look pretty ugly at this very second. You know how they can turn around in a heartbeat, though. So if AMC could get back over 12 today, I could see it pushing back up. Having a recovery day to like 12.50, 13. So I don't really watch GameStop as much anymore, just because it either really runs hard or doesn't at all. AMC kind of follows at least some kind of pattern. We pulled up Siga already. Veru. The daily that never dies. So this one, there's key resistance for like 14.5. And then 16. I'm sure 15 will be a psychological resistance as well. But this is kind of an inside bar play as well right here. Hey, Charlie, good morning. Redbox, actually, I think I just talked about Redbox. Let me look. Or did I? Oh, yeah. It's hanging out above the 9 on the 5, or on the daily. Underneath the 200, though. So it needs that really good push over the 200 SMA. But it's right there. It's in range. It could easily push up today, tomorrow, but it could also have a pullback day. It's getting close to the end of this pattern. Like, it can't just trade sideways forever before going up or down. Yeah, we're getting some action on KRBP now. Let me look at the level 2 on that. The only weird thing about this mic is it's kind of in my eye level to the keyboard. So I kind of have to work around it and get it in the right spot to see the keyboard. Hey, Steven, what's up? So yeah, that's KRBP's pushing up. It's going to need to break this 80 level. Level 2's not super heavy, really. Hey, Scott, good morning. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I was talking about KRBP. So it needs to get over the 80 level, obviously. No 1 minute has closed over 78. So that's a little bit of resistance, but this thing gapped up so fast, it's kind of hard to look at support and resistance on it the way it sits. On the daily, it had a little bit of trading in the 80 range, so maybe that'll be some resistance, but this thing has been on a straight down death spiral. 165 is a 200. It's already over the 50. One's going to be obvious psychological resistance, but besides that, I mean, that's it. Thanks for everybody being in here this morning. Appreciate it. We're not even to 8:30 yet. I did mention yesterday, if we get enough people that are interested and in here around 9:15, 9:20, I'm just going to continue on. I'm going to go to 9:45 or 10. So we'll look through open, try to take some trades through open if there's any setups. Short stop over 80. Okay. Yeah, the news doesn't really sound like insane. Morning, Jesus. What's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. People wanted something to hit this morning. But maybe when you see a daily that looks like this and it has decent news, it's got so much range. I mean, it was $10 in June of last year. So in 1 year, it's went from 10 to as low as whatever it was yesterday, 30 cents. which looks pretty much like all the small cap charts, but still. Oh my gosh.
Amazing deals on bestsellers that are in stock and ready.
I still need to find a good either subscription or playlist or something that I can play. I found that one website, but I wasn't a huge fan of the playlist. Let's see. A couple things in play. KRBP's in play. Redbox Daily still in play. Siga is bottoming out. Still in play. What else were we looking at? HLBZ. Their CEO bought some. I feel like we just listened to this song. Is that your watch list for today, Charlie? HAP, CETX, AUBI, ENOB, HLBZ. Hey, Berkey, good morning. All right, 8:30 news is popping. There's literally a ticker called LMAO that just got news. COVID news. Jan, new patent. That's a low float. I didn't see anything fantastic there. So I'm guessing people will start looking back towards what has been running so far. I think our sub goal is at 901. I need to update that. $906. Oh my gosh. I'd like to get to the 1,000 within the next 2 weeks if I can. I mean, you guys have been great supporting. Appreciate everybody that's followed the channel. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, so usually there's 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, and then that's where it stops, usually. And then after hours, you get 4 p.m., a little bit, and then 4:05 is the big news dump in after hours. That's not a bad watch list, Charlie. Not bad at all. I think AUVI is in the same space as, what was the ticker? AERC. HLBZ, yeah, I was talking about that a second ago, I think, before you showed up. They had the Amazon news, and they had, like, Fox headlines. I'm sure they had Disney in there somewhere. Like, everybody thought this was going to be the next craziest thing ever. And now we're down to $1. The life of the penny stock, I guess. Looks great for a while. Everybody thinks it's the future, and then it never is. Except for a few, you know. There's been several that have made it out of Pennyland. I remember when AMD was like $7, $8, $9. Now I think that's close to 100, right? Over 100. So it's over 100 bucks. But this was, it went to 160, but I knew it was down to near 100 again. But this was, let me look at the weekly. Look at that. And I remember this when I first started. I first started right around here. So I didn't really pay much attention to it until it was probably $5, $6, $7, $8. But it went over to like 15, came back under 10 one more time, and that was it. Never looked back. Yeah, Invax was a crazy run. That was $5 at the beginning of COVID. But yeah, it's on its way for sure. They had value until they really don't have much value anymore. AMD did reverse split in 2000. Did they? I'm not sure. Well, I think he's just making a point, like Invax is just on its way back down, you know. Not specifically short it, but it went from 5 to 300, now it's back to 50, so it's kind of on its way, you know. But to be perfectly honest, I mean, it doesn't look like the best chart. Yeah, bro, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, the short was like here, double top 230. And didn't have a green day for, well, barely. Tiny little green days for weeks, months even. From 230 down to $75. So the big move for the short's already gone. Jan got a little action on the patent, it looks like. Might have just been a slap. Yeah, it was just a slap. Excuse me. Well, it's getting a little action, actually. So that was the JN news right there. Patent covering a method of improving nerve function. I'd like to see KRBP get up, break over 80. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the overall market this morning. Oh, back down to 408 again. So Jan's getting a little push. Low volume, but thin ticker. I still think we need a 405 test. If it is going to be an inverse head and shoulder, 405 is kind of the level for it to test and hold. If it went down to 405 and had a hammer, that'd be big. That'd be big for the SPY daily. But really don't see much else setting up at this very second. So over 325, it's got room to 350 if it can get there. Decent volume coming in. You'd want to see it leg up through 325 though, really. It's kind of struggling with the level. But volume is increasing. We are through 325, but you see it's kind of wicking off here. You'd want to see it break through the previous high of day. Let me shut the door, hold on. This is the culprit that you heard barking. He said he's very sorry for ruining the stream. Yes. Can you say hi? Can you say hi to YouTube? This is Wiley. All right, you can go. He said he was very sorry. And that he'll definitely do it again. Yeah, Jan Volume wants to come in. Jan Volume's trying to come in, absolutely. Yep, there they are again. All right, there's the jam push through 330. Oh my gosh, hold on. All right, I just let him outside. I did miss the jam breakout though, so that was a nice breakthrough. It struggled with the 325 level, ended up pulling back a little, and then busted its way through. So it looks like a magnet to 350 at this point. Daily wise, we have this insane chart that makes no sense to anybody, but 3 resistance over that. That's hard to tell, really. There's a candle close at 350. But that is literally about it. But it looks like it's on its way right now to at least 350. KRBP pulling kind of way back here. Yeah, I think red box is close. That's why I still got it up down here. Red box is close. See where wheat is in relation to agri. Still hanging around. Yeah, there's 350. I missed the breakout there. Wow. So the ideal play on this, up through 350 now. Through 350. You can just let it ride. But if the ideal buy was right here where it held and broke back through. So now we're kind of extending even from the 1 minute chart. Several green candles in here. People are definitely eager today to play something. See if this pulls back to maybe retest 340 again. It's got a little resistance or a little selling up near 360, but that had a straight up move. Hold on one more second. All right, hopefully no more interruptions. Swords open now. Oh my gosh. The dogs are killing me this morning. So this is holding the 350 level for 3 candles now. See, you want to see if it's going to hold short term, it needs to push up this candle and the next. And this is on the 1 minute, so back above 355 here. So there it is through 355, 360 test. Struggling with it a little bit, but needs through 360. Yeah, I'd like for a Jan to hold the 9 on the 1. Currently it's holding 350 though, and it made the push back up to 360. So next candle, if it closes this one around 355, see, okay, it's selling back off now with 5 seconds. So that's a weaker candle. So I expect this next candle to pull back towards the 9. Okay, there it is. Maybe get 340 really quick. See how that did like an upside down hammer? You don't want to see that. Strength early in the candle, but the sellers were way stronger through the end. Little hammer. Not convinced yet though. This candle closes in 15 seconds. See if they shove it back under 350. Okay, that candle is closed above. So now I think the play is through 355. If it can get there. It could still be red on this candle though and pull back to, yeah, it's trying to right now. So maybe one more pull back to the 9 on the 1. 343, 344. I could even go to 340 really and hammer up. So this is decent. So yeah, this is really decent. If we can get it to close over 350, the next 1 minute should go through 355. Okay, there. See, they wait to the last couple seconds of the candle and shove it down to make it look weaker. So no entry on this yet. It is on the 9 right now, but I want to see strength towards the end of this candle. If not, we might come down to this level, the previous breakout, the 325 to 330 level. A little bit of a hammer, so it's doing sort of the move I was talking about. Go to 340 and hammer up, but I think it needs to be much stronger, like up to 350 on this candle. So this is usually how I analyze like an extended 1 minute play, just watching the chart and the price action. A little bit of selling, but we're still over the 9 on the 1. So you want to see a push back up to 350 this candle or next candle, in my opinion. I'm watching the level 2. So if it gets some volume up towards 350 right now, I think it would retest that 355 level. So there's the 350, okay, 353. 354, 355, there it is. Okay, 357. They're going to end this candle 1 minute strong, it looks like. So next 1 minute should test 360, unless we just give it all back here. If you add it on the 9, near 360 is scale 1. Through 360 is scale 2. So there's through 360. See if we can get a new high of day now. New high of day 367. Okay, still some resistance up there. You see that upper wick. Yes, there is a small delay in the stream. It's probably 5 to 10 seconds. And that's nothing I can change. There's no way I can make it instant. And, I mean, you shouldn't be following anything I specifically trade, like word for word either. Just kind of go with what I'm talking about instead of, like, exactly where I would be buying or selling or all that. But it is slightly delayed from what you're going to be seeing on your level 2. So that's not a great candle right there. It's the same candle as here. So that's almost like a double top. You don't want to see that. It can still push higher, but it looks a little bearish now. Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, Bofo. It is slightly delayed, always. So anything you see hitting the scanner is delayed. Trade ideas delayed. Gainer list delayed. Chart action delayed. But it's just the way streaming is. Like, there's going to be a delay. So still hanging on to the 9 on the 1. You really don't like to see 2 of these, though. What did that make the 5 minute look like? Yeah, the 5 minute's starting to look like a tweezer top. 365 to 367 level. Not dead, but more bearish than it was right here. Because if this could have just pushed on through, that would have been fantastic. But they ended it at lows pretty much. So I could see, honestly, after this, I could see it pulling back to retesting maybe VWAP level or the 330 level. Especially coming up on 9 a.m. Dogs are just having a party in there this morning. Okay. Interestingly enough, this chart doesn't mean anything. So the line didn't mean anything there. It had what looked like a candle that was going to pull it way back. Ended up having a green to match. So we'll just switch back over to the 5 minute at this point. It's a flag over VWAP with a tweezer top, 365. Bottom end 340. So there's a lot of range in here, a lot of wick action. There's 10 cents on each side of the bodies. Yep, 360 over on the 1 will be good. Absolutely. And over 355 on the 5 hasn't happened yet either. We'll see what happens at 9 a.m., see if there's new fresh PRs or anything like that. If not, then people are going to circle back to probably these two for a push towards 9 a.m. or towards 9:30, I'm sorry. Kind of slow at this moment. I think everybody's just waiting for the 9 a.m. pop or drop or whatever. Like always, I'll read anything out that I see that looks even halfway decent. But it is going to be delayed. I think when I've been watching the YouTube on my other screen and then watching OBS with like the timer, I think there was maybe like a 6 or 7 second delay. So that's not horrendous, but it is a delay, and a couple seconds is a lot in trading. So 9 a.m. Gevo enters into a new fuel sales agreement with Japanese Airlines for 5.3 million gallons of sustainable aviation fuel per year over 5 years. So Jibo has news with Japan Airlines. So that sounds decent for Jibo. AMC just had a fluff PR. That's funny. All right, that's it for 9 a.m. news, at least. So back to Jan. This 5 minute is over the 355 level at the moment. Let's switch back to the 1. Need a 1 minute close over 360 and then a push through 365, 367. A little rejection again. Are we getting this song like every third song? Okay, so through 360 now. 15 seconds left on this 1 minute. Back under. So they're fighting it still. They really are fighting it. This overall 1 minute candle is red volume too. Okay, back to green. Ended red. So 357 now. Hitting. You like this double bottom wick here, but you want to see it push higher through 360 again. Decent bids, 356, 357. Okay, we're up through 360, or 359, 360. Still a lot of selling pressure, though. So the way it's setting up right now, the next 1 minute can push high of day. If it closes this high. If they push it under 355, though, it looks a little more bearish. But if it can have volume towards the end of this candle up through 360, it can go to high of day. Struggling. Okay, they put in another bidder, 356. You want to see it up through 360. Honestly, on this candle, really. 30 seconds left on this 1 minute. If it got a volume spike through 360, I think it could push high of day. So 360, okay, it's through. Still selling pressure. 15 seconds left on the 1 now. Oh, they're trying the upper wick again. I don't know if they can stuff it 3 times in a row. They sure did. So that's now 3 stuffs up there at 365. Over that level is, I mean, there's not much on the daily. 380, 390, $4. 375 would be first. Okay, now it's pushing through highs. So they rejected it the 3rd time, and then they said, okay, let's just send it anyways. So we are trading above this level now. See if they can get the 1 minute to close over. They still haven't yet. I think it's going to happen here, though. It looks like it. 10 seconds left. Okay, through 370 now. Decent volume rolling through. But still selling pressure. I'm surprised. Must be some bag holders in Jan from the run recently. I mean, you see this huge sell-off. There's got to be bag holders. gapped up massive and then sold back off like insane in 2 days. So it feels like there's bag holders at every level. Barely made a new high of day by a couple cents. 1 minute chart's still intact. But 375 and then 4. BZFD. I'll pull it up. See if this can push through 375 really quick though. Last 2 1 minute candles have ended green, but okay. This one's trying to go red, but both volume have been red. BuzzFeed, okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like a dead cat bounce maybe on BuzzFeed. So still some resistance here. I mean, it got through this level it struggled with forever and barely went 10 cents off of it. Is that a sign of price action for today? Or is that a sign of all the Jan bag holders that are just sitting and waiting to sell? I don't know. KRBP is just giving up. It's under 60 now. I'm gonna go ahead and extend the stream. I'm gonna go to like 9:45 or 10. This is still flagging for a nice candle over 375. Trying to hold the previous breakout level of 360. So you want to see a push up through 370 here within the next minute or two, because this is coming close to an end once again. Can they get the blow off top move on this? 373. 375 has 26K on the ask. 25. Big refresh 375. I took a small scalp there, but on the refresh I sold half, and now I'm back down to even. Yeah, I'm getting out. I'm out. I'm full out. I do not like that action at all. See, that's I don't want to trade anything that does this. And it's done it 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. Not interested in that at all. And it's creating trap moves. Yes, it is going higher. Yes, but not interested in trading that type of price action. breakouts should be breakouts. Breakdowns should be breakdowns. Not break out into a death every time. Just end at lows, end at lows. I can't remember where the third one was, but it wicked off. I'm going to go back to this other music. That one is not the vibe today. This could still absolutely go higher, but I don't think I want to be a part of it, at least in pre-market. Not a fan of that action one bit. So, yeah, the top gainer, I mean, I had that big knife candle. This could be a trap move, but it doesn't look the best anymore. So we're pulling back a little bit now in Jan. I don't know. It's got to be because of all the bag holders. It has to be. Because they are really not letting it through these levels. Yeah, Siga, it looks like it's failed this trend at least. This one kind of hanging around AERC back around the opening level. Or the closing level, I'm sorry. Closing level yesterday. This is usually around the time I go feed the dogs. So I'm going to walk away for like 5 minutes. And I'll come back since I'm going through open today. But I will be back in around 5 minutes. All right, I'm back. Looks like nothing has changed. That wasn't even 5 minutes. It's like 2 minutes. Anything coming out this morning? Trade deficit, 87 billion. Great. That was 47 minutes ago, though. Unacceptable levels of inflation. That's what we hear every single day. So SPY is yet to test that trend line on the downtrend. That would be around the 50 SMA on the daily too. Yeah, it's Jan's hanging on, but just barely. Jesus. Maybe this gets another 405, maybe 402, 400 test again. If this truly is the bottom, you don't want to see it really back under 400 again. It could and still bounce and crazy nonsense could happen, but I think 400 is a pretty key level. So Jan now has not had a 1 minute candle close over 370, so it looks like it's going to come up and test 370 again. This feels like a below its load pre-market type move, though, especially if you look at the daily. Like every day it's open high, big red, big red, big red. And then, of course, recently had a great pre-market run here, but it went 10, 15 cents higher than the open and sold all the way back down. So this one's kind of a below its load / pre-market warrior type play, to where it likes to run, but it likes to run in pre-market, and that's about it. That's where the line is drawn. So I could see this one fading off today for sure. KRBP trying to hold the 60 level. HLBZ coming down towards the 1 level, looks like on the gainer. I forgot that I don't have the intraday scanner set up for the stream. Let me go back to the cam for a second. I'm going to set up the intraday scanner really quick. That'll work for now. This is just the scanner and the gainers for the day. Intraday. Let me save this as intraday stream. All right. So I think let's circle back through some things now. Redbox is probably my top watch to really make that blow off the top move. So you got Redbox. You see the setup here. You see the trend line here. So the trend's over like 715, 720 for the breakout. The 200 SMA on Redbox is at 707. It's been over it in the previous days, but it's closed under. So you'd really want to see continuation through that. Jan, I got a feeling it's going to be a fader after open. This one, KRBP, I mean, if it holds this level, like 60, maybe. I'm going to stream the Open today, JD. Normally, I would this was set up to be kind of a pre-market prep type stream. And also at the same time, the camera I was using would die right at 9:20. So now that I have a new camera and everything set up right, I can stream as long as I want. So I'm going to do it through Open at least today, see how it goes. And it might be harder for me personally to trade while trying to explain it instead of just me going like click, 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 you know. That was also my thought process, but we'll see how it works. So yeah, HLBC's back down. Redbox I like a lot. VTNR. The regular session looks pretty good. So it's down to like right here though, 1650. No, actually it's down to here. So we got a gap down this morning. Doesn't mean it's going to die off, but it's kind of losing its trend a little bit with the gap down. But we've seen that happen before on VTR and just continue. The daily is just absolutely insane. So even yesterday, I had the pullback day, but it hammered all the way back up to close higher than it closed the day before. This is a sad gainer list for the day. My God. So AMC might make a small move here this morning off 1180 level. What else we got? EFOI. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of SIGA. Wait, I was looking at the wrong thing on AMC. That's still right, though. It's holding 1180. EFOI is set up still. So EFOI, if it can get through 165, that would be nice. That would be really good for it, to be honest with you. So Redbox, EFOI, probably my top watches. Veru is a back burner. Veru just never dies. That's why it's a back burner. It could easily pop up. Might turn the volume up just slightly on my trade ID scanner. Just so I'm able to hear what's pinging the scanner. We'll see how that works. But we're about 4 minutes till open right now. Couple things set up, but not a huge fan of trading anything at open specifically. Hey, Joseph B, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. I don't know why that only pops up for some people, because I got several subscribers this morning, and I think yours may be the only one that popped up today. Appreciate it. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate all the likes this morning. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for so many people being here. See how we do through open today. I did take a couple small scalps on Jan, but didn't really make anything. Made a few cents just because I was playing for the move, the breakout, and it never happened. It was just quick, and then it sold all the way back down every time. Time to transition to Dr. Pepper now for open. We have the Powerade pre-market and then the Dr. Pepper daily. There we go. Makes sense. Dr. Pepper dailies, Powerade pre-markets. Okay, so you might be able to hear some like weird robotic tickers being yelled out. That's trade ideas. That's just so I know what's going to be hitting the scanner. And it's going to sound really weird at 9:30 because a lot of stuff hits. Just keep that in mind. And it is delayed on your end. I don't know if you guys can really even hear that. It's so low. Just really for me to kind of see what's happening this morning. So this is officially the longest stream we've had yet. Jan might get an opening hammer candle. That's worth a watch at least. All right, 1 minute till open. All right, we need something better than this for open. I don't know what this is, but it sounds like upbeat to me. All right, so Jan, we'll be watching VWAP to hold, low end 340 dip buys. If it doesn't just straight fade off. It's kind of rounding the top right now, but still in play. KRVP does not look great for open. All right, we're open. A little bit of a hammer push on Jan. KRBP did hold the 60 level, so let's see. I'm watching level 2 on KRBP right now. I got a lot of volume at open off the 60 level. See if I hold 60 here. So I held 60 so far. Okay, under 60 for now. Siga squeezing. Okay, let me pull up Siga. Yeah, Siga pushing. Watch through 11. This Jan's looking pretty weak through open. KRBP under 60. Looks weak. Red box kind of hanging out for now. Jan's still holding the 9 on the 5 and VWAP though. So that could be a dip buy opportunity. So let's see. Let me pull up Jan. KRBP's trying to hammer too. They flushed it under, but it's trying to hammer. Red box, big push there. I missed that. 720 straight up on red box. Pulling back a little. That was almost too fast on red box. 715. So Redbox went straight to this trend line. Decent volume this morning, up through 720. Bids are very thin, but wow, that was like one big slap that they pushed it through there. Not chasing up here. I'll wait for a small pullback or wait to see if it actually breaks out. Jan testing 365. Big refresh 365. Yeah, Siga's pushing up a little. Jan really needs to push through 365. There it is. Straight up to 370. $373, $375 test now. That was a good push. So through 375 is the next level. That's what it's been struggling with all morning. So 374 test now. Decent bidders, 370, 371. You want to see it push through 375 with volume. There's 375, 380. That was a decent move there. So this is a good candle on Jan. Really good candle. Up through 375 to 390. Looks like it's a magnet to $4 coming. Solid squeeze there. So you had actually two opportunities for the breakthrough, and now we're straight to 4. So it was this level at 365, and then you had the 375 level, which it struggled through. It went through both. Now it's pushing 4. Increasing volume, a little bit of selling at the top that you see it kind of wicking off a little. Siga is squeezing a little bit for you. SIGA. Kind of straight up though. This one's holding 60 still. KRBP, that's still in play. Redbox did the straight up candle, but it never pushed any higher yet. So it is rejecting this trend line so far. Watch for maybe a 7 pullback. Jan's still rising on the 1 minute. Lower 1 minute volume candle right now. Okay, we're pulling back a little bit now. Hey, Silent Assassin, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. So we're forming an inside bar here on the 1. You want to see it hold the low end of this wick, 375 level. That was the breakout. So 375 was the breakout. Now we're coming back down to retest the breakout level. It's important for it to hold that. So held it on this 1 minute. We could still pull back and test it again. So 390 now. See a little selling pressure around 390. It's up through 390 now to 393. So the 3 bars working out so far. You'd want to see go to highs here. There you go. High of day. Coming up to $4 resistance. Daily level. 4 is a big daily level. 428 is the 200 on the daily. I'm surprised this thing did not do the fade move. It actually is moving up intraday. That never happens for Jan. So $4 resistance, whole dollar. Sometimes you'll see it skip through and then sell under. So if it hit 406, let's see if they try to sell it down. I don't like KRBP now. Looks bad. Redbox absolutely still in play. It just needs to set up. Maybe trade sideways for a bit and then break up. Jan continuing higher. Wow. So Jan really pushing through now. Kind of expect them to smack it a little bit, but they might let it get to the 425 level and then smack it. Solid breakout there. 365, 375. So if you're in this, and I'm not telling you to sell, but scale levels are coming up, 420 to 425. It should see some resistance there. And take everything I say with a grain of salt, because that's just my opinion. Just telling you what I've seen in the past. So a little bit of resistance, 415. Still might go up and test the 425 level. Redbox still hanging under the trend here. Siga had the first candle. Didn't really move any higher than that yet. At least we have a little action to talk about now. HLBZ still down around 1. Probably not a whole lot of volume, though. It doesn't look like. Whoops. HLBZ. Oh, AERC here on the scanner. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but AERC, a little action. It tried to fall off this morning, and it's getting bought up on this demand zone. So over at the close yesterday was 470. It's in the 430s right now, so there's a lot of range in between on this one. Jan's still pretty strong. It's flagging now on the 1. ARC, decent volume. Okay, 15K ass. So this does look trappy. I didn't watch the action on this yesterday, but it looks very trappy. So 15K ask walking the bid down right now on AERC. 20K ask walking it down. I would imagine if he gets eaten up, it'll pop a little bit higher. Yeah, they ate him up. Let's see if it pops a little now. Definitely weird action on this. Looking at the level 2 and the volume. This looks very strange. Another 10K ass. So they're trying to short AERC right now. If they get too aggressive, they will get squeezed out, though. No doubt about that. Redbox. Watch for it over 720. Over 720 through 725 is really the level. No 5-minute today has closed over 712. So 7K bid or 715 on Redbox. Okay, it's up to 720. Up through 720. Needs through 725 now. Decent volume coming in. Up through 725 is really the breakout zone. 722, 723. It's struggling here. Needs to really push through 725 here. Okay, there it is, 728, 729. Needs to blow the top off here, 729. Force the shorts to cover through 730 on Redbox. 15K on the ask on Redbox, 730. Bidders are coming up. They actually washed the bidder. So a little bit of wick action up near 730 on Redbox. Really needs to push through that level. We'll see if AERC holds the 4 level. Yeah, that was a nice 3-bar on Redbox for sure. Siga actually as well. Siga 3-bar into a high of day. I hope you get your move on Siga. I hope you do. Jan even hammered. Big hammer on Jan. From 390. all the way up to near high of day. Let's see if they double top it or shove it through. Red box through 730 now. Should be good to go on the daily now. I mean, it's done this before, but it looks good to go to 8 on the daily. All right, this music's not working. Give me something better. All right, yeah, so we're over the 200 on Red Box Daily. Nice green candle so far. Let's see where SPY's at this morning. SPY pushing a little off the 408 level again. Kind of feel like it's going to go under 408 today, though, personally. So AERC is holding low 4 so far. Yeah, SIGA looks decent. It doesn't look too bad. Even though it's kind of out of my trend, it's still in play. $11.50, $11.60 res. So Jan looks like it's either about to blow through 415, go to like the 425 level we were talking about, or it's going to pull back. Like it's getting close. Red box wicking a little off the 730 range, still hanging around. But this is the level it just keeps getting stuck at. So, you know, shorts are licking their chops, trying to hit every high of day. Yeah, a couple different things in play. I'm watching this AERC low 4 range. SIGA pushing up. Red box pushing up. Jan, this is flagging on the 1. Let's see. Jan, yeah. Flagging on the 1 minute. Through 410, I think it sees high of day. Can't get there, though. Pulling back just a little bit. Red box is the strongest by far. Red box on the 1 minute looks like it's about to make a candle straight to 750. If they can't wick it off here. No candles closed over 730 yet, even on the 1 minute. So that's key, but it needs, if through 730 on the 1, looks good. Little green candle here. AERC. Might take a trade through 730 on red box. Next 1 minute candle or so, we'll see. Okay, it's pulling back a little bit again. Down to 720. Jan falling through. So that's just what I was talking about. Jan is about to either fall through or rip, and it just fell through. AERC trying to get soaked down here, low 4s. That's the one that trapped yesterday. Red box hammer off underneath 720. So look at that. Green candle. Let's see what happens on AERC. I'm very interested to see if this one traps today. It's got the potential to trap them with the way it's soaking down there for. Not sure if it will, but it has the potential to trap them. So Jane, I don't even like anymore. Redbox and AERC really all I'm watching at this very moment.
BTU.
So Redbox rejecting 730 again. Adam HLBZ. Okay, let's look at that. That was the one where the CEO bought shares. Yeah, it's pushing up a little. Held the low ones, pushing up. You want to see AERC go higher right on probably this 5 minute or next. Because if it makes this leg down, it's going to look bad. If it truly is soaking, it probably needs to push higher. HLBZ on the scanner. It's pushing up. Let's look at the 5 minute. It's a good little spike. Off low 1. Held 105. Now pushing 120. All right, new 5 minute candle. Let's see what this one does. Yeah, let me pull up oil. Yeah, oil spike. That's why Houston spike. Houston spike. Yeah, straight to 550 pretty much. All right, there's your 12K ask now on AERC. Looks like they're going to try to walk it down. Unless it gets bought up. Redbox trying to push up through 730 here. Yeah, nice trade on HLBZ. If you caught low ones, that was good. ARC, man, it's still giving me that vibe. It's getting soaked down here. They could give up on it, but it's just giving me that vibe.
BTU.
Redbox pushing higher through high of day there. Rejecting off a little bit, though. Every time it goes higher, it tries to start selling back down. HLBZ testing intraday high. Kind of wanted to see Redbox really, shove through. Where is that right here? Shove through the level, but it's rejecting off of it. All right, this is pulling back down now. They would have to have a huge hammer to save it short term. So Redbox, you want to see it through high of day again right here. So there's 740. Why don't just skip to 750? I mean, it's got the volume. The ask is pretty thin. See it push up through 740 to 750 here. just struggling a little bit. See if they buy up the 735 again. Yeah, they bought it up. It's slow and steady. It's not really breaking out right now, but decent slow and steady volume on Redbox. Nothing crazy. Slowly working its way up to try to maybe make that parabolic move. We held pretty much exactly 50 viewers. That's pretty cool. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue to about 10. We didn't have a whole lot of opening action. We had that breakout on Redbox, and then we had the breakout on Jan. Husa is trying to push higher. I'm going to keep oil up on this chart as well. I feel like Husa is pretty much the lead dog now when it comes to oil. Husa through 540 is what it needs. Redbox pulling back now. So Redbox could not get through that level. Like I was saying, I wanted to see it just kind of push through, and I think everybody else did as well, and it never did. Okay, yep, this failed. Couldn't hold the 4 level, so AERC pulling back even more now. Redbox big pullback from the rejection level. So maybe we move our attention to... Interesting. They're still trying to buy this up. I don't know. I'm not buying it down here. I would have to wait for a reversal now, but HLBZ still hitting the scanner. So HLBZ high of day. Husa in kind of a 3-bar-ish pattern here. HLBZ coming up on a 120 test. 120 right here. A little bit of a refresh on 120. So 120 getting eaten up. And then it's, yeah, 380 is a level on AERC. So you like to see it pull back to maybe 380 and test it. HLBZ up now. Let's look at the pre-market levels here. It's hard to tell. It topped out at around 120, 121 in after hours yesterday. So yeah, there's a little rejection. Not bad. 122 to 119. Still a decently strong 1 minute. It's just a thicker stock, so it moves a little slower. Houston looks like it's trying to go higher here. Houston needs through 540. Oil is also trying to push higher. So up through 540, should go straight to 550. Looks like 550 magnet. A little bit of selling pressure at 540. Over that, nothing till 550 though. Well, they shoved it right back under 540. But USO is pushing higher, so I imagine Houston will follow that. Just doesn't have the best breakout price action at the moment. Yeah, so maybe watch 375 to 380 as a dip buy on AERC today. I gotta run to the bathroom for a second. I'll be right back. So kind of similar to yesterday, nothing really moving with great price action. Husa pushing high of day now with oil, but that's about it. KRBP trying to hold the 50 on the 5. That thing has given up most of its pre-market gain though. HLBZ rejecting the 120s. Redbox rejecting the 740 level. Vario had a nice opening ramp to around $15. Rejected the 15 level so far. Hanging around 1480. Husa pushing 550 right here. Through 550 for a split second. Nice volume. HLB rejection ended continuation. I wouldn't say that yet. But it was a pretty big rejection on a pretty big red candle. So I think if it closes this 5 minute under 110 after just being at 122, I think that would hurt continuation for sure. Let's pull up like ENSV, the other Oilers. 9. So ENSV over 250. That one's so thin. 9 up at 380. So 380 test on 9. This one just kind of moves with oil itself, though. It doesn't really follow anything else but oil. AIKI, you said had a reverse split this morning, I think, right? Yeah. But yeah, Husa is definitely the lead dog when it comes to oil now. Low flow oil, at least. Forgot to preface that. But yeah, HLBZ not looking the best right here. It got the squeeze, but now it's selling way back down. Husa's the strongest ticker at this very second. Jan looks weak. Redbox, wow. Big rejection up there. Big rejection. Just when it looked like it was going to break through on the daily, they rejected it that hard. So now it's the same looking candle that it's had over the past 4 days. VTNR yearly highs, just melting up into the sky. USO over 90 would be big level. Houston just straight up now. It was screwing around when we were talking about it, like 540. Now it's having that parabolic push through. Wow. Just out of nowhere. Gets a massive spike. And oil didn't even make a high day. It had nothing to do with the oil movement. It just finally got to the point where it squeezed them out. A little bit of pullback, but it's just going to follow oil today. It's going to be the strongest ticker, I bet. HUSA daily needs over the 6 level. ENSV getting tapped a little bit now. ENSV is so thin, you can't really chase it. You'll be chasing way too big. But the daily level's set up on ENSV for a push to 3, but it really needs some true volume to come in, not just some slaps. Didn't realize it was already after chin. We'll close it down here in just a minute. Haven't had too much to go over today. Been a couple spikes, but nothing really that I like to trade. ENSV pushing through. 265 now. So the volume's picking up. That's kind of the lower sympathy move to HUSA. It's a oiler as well. That's why it's getting action right now. Yeah, ARC definitely going to watch like 375 to 380. But it's trying to base. It's trying to wick off the bottom here. Oil looks like it's trying to go to a new high here. 89.75. Somebody's put a 10K bid in on ENSV, so maybe somebody's trying to run this right now. I thought the other day, ENSV does have the daily setup. Just needs the breakout. I think I tweeted about it. Needs the volume breakout. Let's see what we got trend line wise. It's rough. It's not perfect, but I mean we're peeking through right here. So over, I think over 275 at test 3. Indo has just had some active dilution lately with like offering news, so that's why it hasn't been running as hard as it did. HUSA is definitely the lead dog low float wise now. Yeah, HUSA just pushed through up through towards 6. Indo is following to some degree. You can hear the oil is hitting now. GBR, what used to be an oil. Marks. Those are all low float oiler plays. HUSA up near 6. See if it pops through here. I want to see USO just make a crazy candle to 90. Of course, GBR getting hit. I don't think GBR has anything to do with oil anymore at all. I might scoop up some ENSV if HUSA and oil keep going higher here. Because it is due for a breakout. Back when oil was going nuts, I mean, it ran to $8, $9 that day. And the daily is sitting right here with this setup. A little bit of a pullback on HUSA right now, but oil is still up.
Because of the maintenance-free aspect of the product and the real look of wood.
It's a forever home and a forever deck. Order your free samples at timbertech.com.
HLBZ bounced from that level. They made it look weak. I guess they just trapped. Yeah, those are the moves I don't like. Just straight down and then have just a green to match the red trap candle. Straight back to near highs. What do you have in the bottom left corner? This? ENSV. Yeah, 9 is an oil one too. I had that pulled up a second ago. It's kind of an algo-y one, though, that just gets bought straight up. Yeah, ENSV is a low-flow oiler that has ran with HUSA Indo in the past. USO is still hanging right around high of day. HUSA at the 9 on the 1 minute. I've noticed HUSA does not like to follow chart patterns now. It'll just drop and then rip and then trap and fake out. Just a trappy one more than a chart. All right, I think I'm going to call it on the stream for today. We went through 10. We had something to talk about at least. No real trades to go over. Houston was just kind of a melt up with oil, but keep the Oilers on watch. AERC will watch 375 to 380. Veru still doing some nonsense stuff straight up. So Veru will be a watch. Siga still up. VTNR breaking out. Redbox still in play. It just had a big pullback. So I think I'm going to call it here. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. Yeah, I can try to start pulling up the matrix more for trades, if that help you guys out. But I will see everybody back here 8 a.m. tomorrow, and we'll do the same thing. We may go through open again tomorrow. We'll see. But appreciate y'all being here, and I am out. See ya.